Hello friends, in today's video we are going to discuss Leetcode problem intersection of two arrays part 2. We will also discuss its part 1 after this problem is done. In the problem what you have to do, you are given two integer array nums1 and nums2 and we have to return an array of their intersection such that each element in the result must appear as many as times it shows in both the array and you may return the result in any order. Means only those elements will be the part of your answer which are present in both, that is nums1 and nums2, and those elements will be counted in your answer array as many as times they are common in both this array. Okay, like see in this example 2 is common in both the array, and how many times 2 is common in both the array? 2 times. So 2 times your answer will contain the number 2. Okay, let's discuss its approach. See here what you are given nums1 this and nums2 this. What we will do first, we will try to do a brute force approach for this. Means what we will do, for every element in nums1 you have to check if corresponding matching element is present in nums2 or not, and once you are getting any corresponding matching element, remove that element from nums2 so that next time you can't use that element if any of the further element same element present in nums1 again. Okay, now see you are on 1, check if one is for this one corresponding one is present in nums2 or not. Check, means yes, means we are not having anyone in nums2. Now for 2, is there any corresponding to present in nums2? Yes, for the 2 we are having corresponding to present in nums2. Okay, then 2 is the part of your answer array. Okay, and make this 2 cut so that next time when you are going to encounter this any of the 2 again in nums1, you are not going to match that 2 with this matched already matched 2. Okay, so make this 2 cut. Now for next 2, check if there are any corresponding matching position in nums2. Yes, we can check that for these 2 a corresponding matching 2 is present in your nums2, then make this 2 cut. Now again come to this one, check for this one if there are any element present in nums2 so that you can match it. No, there is no one in nums2, so this is the part of your answer. Okay, now let's take another example. A is your answer vector. For 4, check if there is any matching for present in nums2. So if you are going to check now, then we can easily get yes, a 4 is present in nums2 so that that can match our current 4. Okay, make this 4 cut so that next time we are getting another 4 in our nums1, we are not matching that 4 with this particular 4. Okay, next check if for 9 is we are having any corresponding matching element. Yes, we are having for 9 matching elements, so make this 9 cut. Now for check if for 5 we are having any corresponding matching elements in nums2. No, we are not having any matching elements for 5. So stop your iteration because all the elements of nums1 are has been processed. You can you can start from any, if you are starting from nums2, then you have to search corresponding matching elements in nums1. You can do any of the way, your answer will be the same. Okay, so 49 is our answer. Now let's discuss its coding approach. First we will discuss brute force approach, then we will further optimize it. Okay, now see, this is your brute force approach. What we are doing, for every element in nums1 we are iterating in nums2 and we are checking is there any matching element, corresponding matching elements in nums2 is present or not. If it is present, then make okay barabar 1 and make nums2 j barabar 1, means cut means remove. What we are doing, we are removing that element from nums2, and that element in the sense means that matching element. Okay, means next time when we are having the same nums1 I present in our nums1, then we are not going to match that nums1 with the particular nums2. Means what we are doing, if for this particular 4 we are having match, then make this 4 cut so that next time if any of the further 4 is present, we are not going to match this particular 4 because this is already been matched. Okay, so we are doing this, and if you are not finding any particular element, then what we will do, we will make okay is equal to 0 and we are not pushing, will be not putting that element in our answer. Otherwise if you have matched, then okay is equal to 1, and if okay is equal to 1, then answer dot push back nums1 I, that is your answer. Okay, you can reverse nums1 and nums2, means you can also start iterating from nums2. So what is the complexity of this approach? The complexity of this approach is O of n square. Okay, this is your complexity. What time complexity? Okay, now let's discuss the space complexity. Space complexity is O of 1 because we are not using any particular space, so your space complexity is O of 1. Okay, because see you are not using space complexity because we are returning an answer now. So for that you can see is space complexity O of n, but we are not using any element for our own, so you can say it O of 1 because answer is you are using to return that answer. ठीक है, तो space complexity O of 1. Now let's discuss its optimized approach. For optimized approach, what we will do, means what you have to do, we will maintain a counter of answers. Means what just let me tell you what I want to do. First, what I will do, I will keep track of means the number of time a particular element is present in nums 1. Okay, so for this 4 is present one time. Okay, 9 is present one time and 5 is present one time. Okay, now you have maintained counter variables. Now start iterating from nums2 and check if we have the count of this particular element is greater than 1 or not in nums1. Okay, now let's move for 9. Check if you are having count of 9 greater than 1. Yes, so reduce its counts to -1, means 0. So means now the 9 is not present in your answer. Okay, so 9 will be the answer part of your answer array. Next time check for 4. Is 4 a count of 4 is greater than 1? Yes, so then 4 is also the part of your answer, and reduce its counts to 0 because you have utilized this 4. Now you are on this 9. Check for this 9 you are having count of 9 greater than 1, greater than 0. No, you are not having the count of greater than 0, so this 9 will not be a part of your answer. Similarly, this 8 will also not the part of your answer. Similarly, check if this 4 is part of your answer. You can see that count of this 4 is already 0, so this 4 is also not the part of your answer. So your answer will be 9 and 4. I mean, say, as you are giving, we can return answer in any order. So now let's code this problem up. First, what we will take, we will take a vector of integer answer. Okay, next we have to maintain the counter now. So for the count of elements that are present in nums1, for this you can use unordered map. I am using a vector because you can see that the means nums1 means the elements range is from 0 to 1000. So it is always beneficial to use vector because that will further reduce your complexity. Okay, so what we are doing, vector of int, we will maintain a counter vector of size 1000, 1001 and 0. And first what we'll do, we will take the count of elements that are present in nums1. Okay, so what we will do, for auto x of nums1, what we'll be doing, we are increasing its count. Okay, means you can use auto keyword. Auto means automatically it detects the what is the data type that is present in nums1. Okay, if it will be char, then auto will replace it with char. If it is int, then auto will replace it with ints. If it is any other data structure, then auto can automatically detect this. Okay, so now what we have to do, we will iterate the elements of nums2 as we have discussed. Okay, like see, means we are iterating the elements of nums2 and checking if its count is greater than 0 or not. Okay, so what we are doing, for auto x of nums2, we are iterating the elements of nums2. Check if count of x is greater than 0 or not. If it is greater than 0, then what we have to do, answer dot push back x. And similarly, you have to reduce the count by -1. So count minus means the count minus is similar to means this is a decrement, a post decrement operator. This is similar to count of x barabar count of x minus 1. This is similar to this operation. Okay, now in the last, what we will do, we will return our answer. So return answer. And now let's run this code. Let's submit it. I hope it is correct. Yes, it is correct. Now let's discuss its time and space complexity. Time complexity is O of n, because we are iterating elements only once. This is a single for loop. This is a single for loop. Means in the previous approach, our time complexity was n square, but space was O1. As we are reducing the time, we are increasing the space. So here what is our space complexity is? Our space complexity is O of 1, O of n, because we are O of n means this is like see, this is O of n, or we can say O of 1000, because we are using 1000 space. So you can also say it is a constant space, because that is not depending on the size of nums1 and nums2. And what I was telling now, we can use this code, and we using this code we can also solve the problem of which problem, intersection of two arrays. Okay, in of part 1. in this part, what you have to do now, each element in the result must be unique. Means what, the only those elements will be the part of your answer which are present, in both the arrays. Here you do not have to worry about the count. Okay, like see, 2 is present in both the array, but you have also only taken the single instance of 2. Only one time you have to take. You does not have to worry about the number of times the particular element is present in both the arrays. Okay, so for this approach, simply what we will do, instead of decreasing this by -1, make it 0, so that next time, for this particular 2 you have made the count 0, so that next time when this particular 2 will come, we will not be having any correspond no next for this 2, this is the part of your answer, and you have made the count of 2 0, so that next time when this 2 will come, this 2 will not be getting any count is greater than 0, so this 2 will not be the part of your answer. Okay, so miss this is the small modification that you have to do, and your answer will be the correct. Okay, so I hope that we are done with both the parts, and what I will suggest to you, you should try both the questions, intersection of two arrays part 1 and part 2, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you are having any doubts, then mention them in comment section. Definitely I am going to answer them. Apart from that, if there are any suggestions for me, then you are welcome to give me those suggestions. Thank you for watching this video. We will meet soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you, friends.